All right. We got a 2004, 2005. It's the production date's right there in the middle. So it's a 4.5 Jaguar X-Type. It's got the V6 Ford platform in it, all-wheel drive. And let me grab a light. There's a light. In my pocket. Let's grab this one. All right, we're gonna do a walkthrough. All right, let me get my phone adjusted. The reason we're doing this is the oil pan is leaking out of the forward corner towards the front. Now, you have to take AC compressor loose. You have to take drive shaft out, exhaust pipes, which the exhaust pipes have slip clamps. The forward one's not horrible. As you can see, we had to get her very, very hot to get her off. And the back one, it looks impossible to get to, but it's not, it's bad, but it's not horrid. We were able to use a torch, get a torch in there and get it real, real hot. And I don't know if you can tell, but we took a Sawzall and we chopped the stud about 1/8 of an inch away from the nut while it was still tight and did not take it all the way off, obviously, just for thread reasons. Now, there's a bracket. You got your exhaust. That's the downturn for the converter. And I'm on the passenger side of the vehicle. That very rusty bracket, you can see where a missing bolt hole is towards the upper right corner of the screen. There's a bolt that I'm going to attempt to show you. You see that bolt hidden way back up in there? It's kind of blurry and I apologize, but you can see where I've had a wrench on it. You go up through this side right here, up into there. Now they say to remove converter, blah, 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 but as the beginning of the video stated, this is a split year 4.5 car, 80,000 miles, never been apart. I mean, my phone will, there we go. Look at the rust caked up on it. That's just the ball joint. That's nothing else. That is nothing else. I had to take a line wrench, shave down an edge, and I turned it into a, what do they call those? A sledge wrench, yeah. Cut a little notch right here so a pry bar would fit up in there, and once it's inside the hole, pry bar sets in the little notch. This holds a better circumference around the bolt, so I do not round it, and you can see the squish marks. It does work. Now let me grab headlamp, and I'm going to try to explain how I positioned this inside the car. So if anyone else is like, this is impossible, I spent 2.5 hours building a wrench. Well, figuring out that I needed to build a wrench and tried every other option. And these are my bosses, I ain't bought a set yet, but even the double flex head, even once I got it loose, the angle was too steep around the rear PTO to remove the bolt. So, funny little wrench. I know it's a 13.5 inch is the only one that I was comfortable with chopping up. I wasn't destroying a snap-on line wrench for this bolt. I would have gone to O'Reilly's or something. But, all right. I'm sorry, my phone weighs a pound, literally. Now, this hole right here, where I've got this shaved, will rest against this bracket, and once it's on there, you have enough room to either go in between here, which is a little hard, but if you go through here, you can rest it on there, and it will catch the back edge. Sorry, my phone's being dumb. It's not wanting to calibrate. There it goes. But you can catch it right there and catch it on the output stub of the rear PTO. And if you're wondering why I'm taking the PTO out for an oil pan gasket, My boss asked me the same question. You got bolts, obviously. You got some forward ones you can get from that way. But let's take a closer gander. You got a bracket here that is removable, a little bit of a pain due to a bolt location towards the top. Now, if we take a real fine look, oh man, hold on. Where's it at? Yeah. See that bolt? That's an old pan bolt. And the PTO is smack dab in the way. Now, some of these models you can get lucky. I'm not saying on the Jaguar platform, but there are some models out there that you could potentially take all the bolts out, back it out about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch and rotate it so you could get something in there and sneak the bolt out. But that bracket that I'm fighting with, that we made this dude with, you cannot slide, you cannot do nothing. You can't even get the top bolt out for the anchor on the PTO without removing that bracket, and you cannot remove that bracket without removing the exhaust, and you cannot get any of this apart without the exhaust being out. So I truly hope that this helped, but I fought with it for 2 hours, and maybe this will help somebody not have to eat their own lunch on a job. So like, share, subscribe. Sorry if the video wasn't the best, but my day hasn't been the best, so we're both making it through it. Appreciate it.